It's 10:30 p.m. I'm in the gym parking lot. I just finished my back and bicep workout. After a 14 and a half hour shift at work, I clocked in at 6 a.m. and I clocked out like at 8:30. So somewhere around there, 14-hour shift. Last night, I slept like 2 hours, right? Because I just I started this commitment to myself to wake up every single day at 4 a.m. because when I do, I feel the best, right? I woke up at 4 a.m. I did my morning routine of, first thing when I do is when I wake up is take my supplements and rehydrate. And, straight after that, I journal and I do a quick prayer and then I take a cold shower. And then this morning, I did 30 minutes of cardio in my gym apartment. It felt nice. I'm gonna add that into my routine so I don't have to I'm gonna do fasted cardio every single morning so I don't have to do it on this cut, after my workouts. Because right now I would hate to do cardio after my lift. So I'm gonna move it to the morning. But bro, this morning, it was hell, right? Last night, I went to bed like at 1 a.m. because I clocked out. I had another like 14-hour shift, right? I clocked out late. I came home. I did my little, process of switching from the work environment to the gym environment, right? So I do this every single day when I come home from work. I come home, I have like 3 or 4 bananas to get some carbs in me. I have some pre-workout, some electrolytes, and I take a shower and I wash the day off, bro. Whatever happened that day, whatever happened that work day, I literally just wash it off, right? I don't bring it with me to my house. I literally just wash the day off. And obviously I get nice and clean because I feel like when I look good, I feel good, I'm gonna perform in the gym, right? All day I'm dirty as fuck, just working in some raggedy ass, work clothes. So the gym is just kind of like one place I like to just be presentable and, just carry myself in, nice presentable manner, right? And, every time I come home from work, no matter how tired I am, like these past 2 days, just proved it. After these 14-hour shifts with like 2 hours of sleep, I'm about to do the same thing today. I'm about to get like 3-4 hours of sleep, but I'm still gonna wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm gonna post it so you guys can see on my Instagram. I'm gonna link it down below. You can follow along every single day. I'm making this to hold myself accountable too, right? And this video, bro, like the main focus I'm trying to get out. I'm done yapping. The main thing I'm trying to get out is motivation is a myth, right? When I was 14, 15, 16 years old, and I was 300 pounds, now I'm 21. So it's kind of hard to think back and relate to when I was that heavy and I was that fat, right? But when I was at that stage in life, bro, I was just so sick of how I was being treated. I was so sick of how I was being bullied. I was so sick of, girls rejecting me. I was so sick of, having the fakest friends ever, I remember I got so good at reading people just from being fat, bro, because, I could just feel the embarrassment of people when they would stand next to me, when they would be caught, talking to me. People would only talk to me when, their real actual friend group wasn't there. But when their friend group was there, I would be invisible, damn near. And I hated that shit, bro. There was like this one time that made me just flip the switch, right? This one thing that happened, I got rejected when I was in high school. This girl let me off easy, right? She just said, I don't want a boyfriend. A week later, she has a boyfriend. And it was because I was fat, I just came to the realization it was because I was fat. And from going from like 260, 270 pounds to 160 pounds in, less than a year, maybe 8 months, Bro, I had no fucking motivation. I would wake up every single day before school, 14, 15, 16-year-old little me. I would run every single morning on the treadmill, or I would run this path by my house that leads into a forest, bro. And this is why I just find it hard to like have empathy for people that are fat and that are struggling, because that struggle with motivation, because bro, if you really wanted it that bad, you would just make it happen, bro. There wouldn't be, like, for example, when I come home from work, it's not, should I go to the gym today? It's like, it's already, like, I don't give myself an option, bro. You have to stop giving yourself options. If you want to perform without, purpose or without motivation, bro, you have to stop giving yourself an option. You have to just set out a plan, and follow it through, bro. I follow my meal plan every single day. If I have a longer day at work, sometimes I have to just get in some carbs and some protein at the gas station. I'm gonna get a protein shake and some fruit. I'm not gonna go and get a bag of chips, or I'm not gonna throw my diet off and get some fast food. As tempted as I am, bro, today was just a long ass day. Yesterday was a long ass day. I was so tempted to just get some fast food, get some Chipotle. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you could say it's not that deep, bro, but when I tell myself I'm gonna do something, bro, I do it, right? I literally have written down, I journal every single day, every morning, my goals for like the next 3 months, right? One of them being is getting to 10% body fat, and I'm almost there, bro. I'm really almost there. And when I already have my meal plan planned out, when I, like, the day before, like every single day, I'm gonna put you on some free game, right? How to just stay on track with your diet. Every single day, I already have it tracked in my calorie tracking app, bro. So I'm not over here like double second guessing what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I wake up, I drink some coffee, I fast all the way till I have lunch, like at 12 to like 2 p.m. at work. I eat the same thing every single day. It's it's high protein, delicious. It's whole foods. Keeps me full, keeps me energized. That's why I feel amazing all the time. And I eat that shit every single day. I come home, I eat my bananas every single day. And when I come home, I have a big ass meal, right? That's just my routine. That's what's been working for me. That's what has allowed me to lose 8 pounds in the last month. If you want a video of a full day eating, or my full day eating / routine to lose fat, let me know, bro. I lost 100 pounds. Like, fat loss is just second nature to me now, right? I'm cutting because a year ago today, I got cheated on, right? I got cheated on, and I realized that I lost myself. And I gave everything to this girl. I put her before my goals. I put her before my mission. And that made me lose both the girl and my mission and my purpose, right? So I feel like that's one of my biggest reasons why I'm so disciplined now, is because I will never let myself down ever again, and I will never put anything else first before I put myself, right? I'm gonna make sure I prioritize myself in every single chance I get. When I go to work, I see, like, I have a good job. I would say I have a pretty good job, right? For my age, and like the I feel like the blue collar norm, I feel like I have a pretty good job, right? I'm a truck driver. I get paid pretty good. And I just had a brain fart. Where was I going with this? Okay, yeah. So when I go to work, right, I just see it as a fucking side quest. I see it as a side quest. When I come home, my day has just started, right? I'm like on go mode 24/7, and it starts with my morning routine, right? It starts with my 4 a.m. wake up, right? I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship, because it fucking sucks, waking up. But once I I get past, the first 3 hours of the day, bro, I feel fucking amazing. And I thank myself for waking up, and I thank myself for not sleeping in, because, bro, it's so important, you know, when you have no motivation, bro, you have to have like systems in place. You have to have something in place to just, it's like a little life hack, right? You have to have something in place so you could actually, propel yourself forward through the day, right? You don't want to start the day off on a bad note. You don't want to start the day off, waking up late, getting late to work. It just fucks up the whole day, right? So I make sure every single morning I have that time with myself. I allow myself to, reconnect with myself, bro. I was asleep the whole time. I love to just wake up, just be by myself, stay off my phone, journal, like I said, pray. And I just give myself that time to, I just imagine putting on some armor for like war, right? That should be every single morning. And when I do that, bro, I feel like I'm less overwhelmed throughout the day. I'm less anxious. Things don't get under my skin. I could care less. Like I said, everything is a side quest besides my self-improvement, right? And I don't see my job like something with self-improvement, bro, because I don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, right? I want to work for myself. And to work for myself, bro, I have to be, the most pickiest boss ever with myself, right? And what helps me stay disciplined to that is like when my boss tells me something, to do, when my boss tells me to do something, bro, and not just me, like a lot of fucking people, like they'll do that shit, no question, right? But when you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you lie to yourself, and I feel like you're just letting yourself down, bro. So every time that I don't feel like doing some shit, bro, but I told myself I'm gonna do it, or I had, this workout plan after this, this long shift, and I had every excuse just coming into my head, just tired as fuck. I'm not gonna get any sleep, right? I'm a truck driver. It's dangerous. I need to get as much sleep as I can. It's not optimal to not get enough sleep, right? I'm gonna be grumpy. I'm gonna be fucking tired tomorrow. I had every single excuse coming into my head, right? But I just came home. I was not motivated, bro. But I fell back onto my little routine of, pre-workout snack, pre-workout, hydrating, taking a shower, putting a nice little, gym fit on, look good, feel good. You're gonna perform more in the gym, right? And I feel like those are they're like braces. They're like crutches that help me every single day, bro. I don't have no motivation at all, right? I feel like I have one of the fucking hardest jobs. Like I feel like if you try to work a day, I'm not trying to be like hot shit or whatever, but if you genuinely try to work a day at my job, it would be like fucking hell, bro. You wouldn't want to do that shit, right? I'm a truck driver, I'm a crane operator, but I also do rooftop deliveries that are, in the sun all day. I'm in the sun all day pretty much when I'm not driving. I'm on some tall ass buildings, and I'm lifting heavy ass material, pallets of construction material all day long, every single day, 14 hours a day, right? And I come home, first thing I do cardio, and then I clock in, do that, come home, hit a workout, right? It's 10 p.m. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna sleep till like 11, 12. I'm gonna wake up at 4 and do it all again, right? And I'm not saying you have to hit the gym every day, but if you already have it scheduled in, you have it planned in, it really is that deep, bro. Because if you let one thing slide, if you let yourself off easy once for one thing, you're gonna let yourself off easy for everything, right? And everything is gonna that's how the cookie crumbles. So to just stay disciplined, bro, and to not rely on motivation, you have to make these crutches. You have to, imagine these braces that, it's like you're swinging branch to branch throughout the day, right? And let's say before the branch breaks, you have to, swing onto, let's say you're swinging on a branch, right? And it's about to break. Let's say the first branch is your morning routine, and you're swinging like you're getting fucking, like at the end of after your work shift. This is for me. At the end of my work shift, I'm fucking tired. I'm swinging to the next branch. I'm about to fucking fall off because I'm so tired. I don't want to do shit. But the next, branch is just set in stone, and I already know it's my routine of, when I come home from the gym, I'm on autopilot mode. Because if I sit down and because when I take my boots off, I feel like it's automatically, my brain just automatically thinks it's time to rest, it's time to unwind. And if I sit down, if I lay down on the bed, on the floor, I'm cooked. I'll fall asleep, I'll take a nap. I've done that before, right? And I regret it every single time that I've done that, right? I have every excuse to stay home. I live with my lady, right? She's there. It's just comfortable. I could just eat, relax, watch a movie with her. No, but no, I'm not satisfied, bro. I have shit to do. I have goals. Like I said, nothing's gonna get in the way of what I have to do, and that's how you have to operate, bro. You just have to be on go mode 24/7. You can't be fucking sitting down when you come home from work or whatever it is, from school. You have to be always just looking for the next task, bro, the next thing to do. You should have everything scheduled, right? Every single morning, do cardio. I'm gonna start doing cardio. I'm gonna go clock in at my job, get it done, get the bills paid. When I come home, do my process, my little post gym, pre-gym, routine, and then I come to the gym, bro. I had one of the best workouts that I've ever had in months, and I was off of 2 hours of sleep, no caffeine, and barely any food in my system. I'm cutting down, and I had one of the best workouts, bro, because how you do one thing is pours into everything, right? Like, just for example, when I was done at my shift, I was fucking tired, but I was setting up my truck for tomorrow, so when I get there, I could get loaded easy, and I could get out on the road, and I could finish early. Hopefully I could have an early day, so I could come home, hit the gym, and go to sleep early for once, get some sleep early. But I'm not gonna cancel my plans just because I'm tired, or just because shit got in the way. I'm gonna still get that shit done, bro. It really is that deep. If you start letting shit slide like that, the cookie's gonna crumble, bro. And that's why you always rely on motivation, right? That's why, let's say you hop on a diet for a week, right? Shit gets in the way and you fucking quit. Shit gets hard and you quit, right? You have to make shit happen. If you say you're gonna do something, you have to make it happen regardless. Let's say you had a long ass day at work. You think you deserve, fast food, or you ate your meal prep, but you had a longer day at work, a longer day at school. Maybe you ran out of groceries. You think it's a way. You think you deserve to go out and eat, some fucking junk food, just because you had a long ass day at work. Who tells you can't go hit the gym after, bro? It's you. That's why every single thing you have to have branches to swing from branch to branch, bro. You have to set those in place so you don't fall off the branch, have to climb back up the tree, and then swing from the first branch, and then shit gets hard, and instead of swinging to the next branch that you built in place, you just fucking fall because you don't have any any routine, any structure in place, right? That's why you can't operate without any purpose, without any motivation, bro. It should be hard. It should be pure grit every single day, bro. That's what I'm learning as being a man, right? I just moved out. I'm 21. I pay everything, take care of me, my lady, pay groceries, everything, bro. Rent. It's no 50-50. It's all me, right? And that's another thing that keeps me on my toes, right? I'm not fucking motivated ever to go to work, but I know if I miss a day, I'm not gonna get overtime. If I miss a day, it's gonna fuck up my whole routine for the week. If I miss a day, I'm gonna just think the whole fucking cookie crumbles, right? So that's why it's so important, bro, that you stay hard on yourself. And every single time, like, that little voice in your head is talking to you, wanting you to quit, you have to just block it out, right? You get home from a long shift, just shut the fuck up. Put on some music. Just tell your brain to shut the fuck up, bro. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm gonna do what I have to do. And that's what it should be, right? That's how it should be if anyone's talking to you. Like, oh no, stay home. Like, my girl likes to tell me to stay home. Like, oh, you worked a long day, you deserve to rest. Like, I get it. It's coming from a place of love, but don't let that shit, penetrate your brain and, get inside of your brain, bro. When you have some shit to do, don't let nothing get in your path. Fuck that, bro. Go get your shit done. I'm off for 2 hours of sleep. It's 11 p.m. I feel fucking great, bro. I just feel like I conquered the day. I squeezed the lemon for all of its juice, and I just feel like I'm so excited to wake up tomorrow and do that shit all again. I'm excited to struggle. I'm excited. I'm just so blessed, bro. I'm just so fucking blessed that I get to work hard. I'm so blessed that, I get to go work at a job. I'm so blessed that I get to wake up and, have a gym in my apartment that I could go do cardio. I'm so blessed that I wake up to like an apartment with a fridge full of food, with a heater, with a comfortable bed, with running water. I'm so grateful that when I come home, I'm able-bodied. Even though I have a fucked up shoulder. I dislocated like twice in the last 4 to 6 months. I'm able-bodied to go to the gym, to train fucking hard. And that's how I stay locked in, bro. That's how I stay locked in when I'm not motivated, right? And this goes for anything. Your diet, training, business, whatever you have in your life, bro. Like and subscribe. Follow my Instagram, link it down below, and I'll see you in the next one.